Shalom, Yasharallah. I'd like to begin, as always, by saying I want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Racha, Kwadash, whom I worship. Double honors to my elder apostles of Great Millstone who taught me this word in sincerity and in truth and who will rule well. Salutations be to the hopeful elect that are doing the work, teaching the true doctrine of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, wherever they may be at. So that they may receive their crowns of salvation. And salutations be to the great cloud of witnesses of Yasharallah all throughout the world, no matter what country they're in and no matter what they look like. But those that be believing, excuse me, among them are truly the descendants of the lost sheep of the house of Israel that were scattered, okay? The outcasts of Israel. May the Lord bless them. Bless you, whoever you may be, and wherever you are. May the Lord, grant you His holy salvation at His appearing. So, this, I saw a couple of articles. Certain brothers send me articles and stuff through WhatsApp and whatever, and so, so I just want to speak on this one particular topic. And that topic is dealing with the blackouts that are coming this summer. Now, whether the blackouts are going to be by design, done deliberately by the, your cities or whatever, or because of power surges, because of heat waves and stuff like that, I'm not sure, but we know that you can't put nothing past this devil, He's always up to no good, you know what I'm saying? So I believe that could be the case where they start creating, a lot of blackouts in major cities, man, just to create the panic, just to create the chaos, Hegelian dialectics, pressure from above and pressure from below. So, they create a problem, the people react, then they come with a crazy ass solution. And what is their solution, man? Ultimately is going to be the one of the main prophecies that has to come to pass, man, and that's the mandating of the MOTB, and that's gonna happen because it's prophesied. All right. Whether people believe it or not, it's gonna happen, man. Because it's prophesied, and that's part of the elite's plans. That everyone in the world has to get, CHIPPED up, man. So that's the elite's plan. They've been speaking about it. The prophets of the Lord have been speaking about it for years. Okay, and finally, they're going to, start moving on it. So I'm gonna get the article, read into it a little bit, and I'm gonna put the link to that article in the description box below so that you can check it out for yourself. And like I always say, if you're not subscribed to this channel, subscribe, and also hit the notification bell so that you'll be notified of recent videos that I put up. All right, so shalom. Let me get that article. Okay, so it says, this is from nationalreview.com. It says, and this is from the Energy and Environment segment. It says, experts warn of summer energy blackouts during Biden's green transition. That right there sounds like it's a a setup, how they're going to plan this already. It says, and this came out earlier today, about an hour ago, this article. It says, industry experts are warning that parts of Texas, the Midwest, and the South could face increased electricity blackouts as temperatures swelter over the summer. And that's why, like I like to tell brothers, man, not that we got to become preppers, right? And start worrying about shit. You know what I mean? Because ultimately, the Lord, Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, one is going to test our faith. Our faith has to get tested, brothers. All right, the few sisters out there that are believing, our faith has to get tested. So we're gonna get tested. We're gonna go through some things, man. All right, and then ultimately the Lord will deliver us from them. But you gotta have a mind like a survivalist mentality, though, a little, and in that, all right. So let's say there's a blackout, right? So you're gonna need to power up your you gotta have something to power your phone, right? Keep your phones charged. You're gonna need um something to keep your I don't know, like you got meats and stuff, foods that need to be refrigerated, something to keep your fridge going, right? You know what I'm saying? You're gonna need like bare necessities to keep you going. You know what I'm saying? Toilet paper. Not that they gotta do anything with a blackout, but in a way it do, because that's an emergency situation, and people will start panicking and going to the stores and buying all kind of stuff, or trying to take all kind of shit once there's no lights in the place. And like these big box stores like BJ, Sam's Club, and stuff like that, people will start panicking and stealing shit. So our mentality is to have like a good supply of bare necessities. That's all I'm saying. Not to go crazy, not to become like, not to get on some prepper shit, but prepare just a little. That's all I'm saying. All right. I remember back when they first came out with this, that C19er shit. People going crazy, and they were running into the stores buying up. They were buying up a whole bunch of toilet paper, man, not leaving any for anybody else. Like medical supplies and whatever, sanitation stuff. They were buying it all up, man, and there wasn't, like, if you went to the store, all the shelves would be empty. So that's what I'm saying. And during emergency situations, you don't want to be around people anyway. Let me read on, right? It says, speaking to Political, John Baer, CEO of Mid-Continent Independent System Operator, which services the Midwest corridor from Minnesota to the Texas Panhandle, said of the blackouts, "Unfortunately, we're moving in that direction quite quickly. The North American Electric Reliability Corporation lists, and invest in, you brothers and sisters should invest in, like some power, what the apostles were talking about, solar powered generators, because if gas prices go too high, and people don't have gasoline for their vehicles, and if there's long lines of people trying to get gas, and more than likely they start rationing out the gasoline. It goes according to your plate number or something like that, and just lines down the damn street. You're not gonna want to get in line, to just to get gas, man. So the other apostles have mentioned about, it'd be a good idea to get some solar powered generators, man. So think about that. Solar powered like power stations, man, for your phone or something, man. It says, batteries. You get batteries, flashlights, emergency candles, stuff like that. Speaking to Political, John Baer, CEO of Mid-Continent Independent. I already read that. Sorry. Um, he said, this is the middle of the paragraph. Said of the blackouts. Unfortunately, we're moving in that direction quite quickly. The North American Electric Reliability Corporation lists the Midwest as being at the highest risk. Let me see. It says the warning comes as the Federal Electricity Regulatory Commission, the independent body that oversees the U.S. electricity grid, estimates that power prices in the region may soar by 233%. Damn, that's a lot, man, for your light bill. It says at the peak of summer, boosted by high demand as temperatures rise and high gas prices owing to Russia's war in Ukraine. The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration estimates that average summer temperatures across the contiguous U.S. will be between 50 and 80% higher than normal. Baer, however, cited the Biden administration's effort to transition America's 6 energy grids to a decarbonized system as part of the problem during a and that's all part of the agenda, man, of their agenda, right? During a press briefing at the U.S. Energy Association in May, he noted that part of its efforts included the phasing out of fossil fuel units before new batteries are available. The White House has previously announced President Joe Biden's long-term strategy to decarbonize the U.S. Economy by 2050. Yeah, so that's part of their agenda. I think they have an agenda called Agenda 2030 and Agenda 2050. You know, they want to phase out a lot of the technologies that are ran off of, you know, oil, you know, gas and stuff like that, you know. Yeah, man. So, and along with that phasing out comes in the introduction of the MOTB. They're gonna come in with all these new technologies, but in order for you to partake of these new technologies, there's a catch, right? You gotta sell your soul, man. You gotta sell out, and you gotta get that, you know, that CHIPPED up in you. Now, you know, if you know we're believing in Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, we're not gonna get that. So it's gonna be some tough times. We're gonna go through some tough times. I'm at the time of Jacob's trouble, man. But it said what? But the Lord shall deliver him at the last, you know? So our faith is gonna be tested, you know, and hey, you know, all we gotta do is what they say, hunker down. You know what I'm saying? You know, get ready for the, you know, for the impact or whatever. You know, stay faithful, pray to the Lord, man. You know. So let me get a couple of scriptures here. Yes, it's nothing really for us to worry about as long as we keep on believing and praying to Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, man. Stay faithful, man, right? Right? It says, and if ye shall endure unto the end, then you shall be saved. That's what the Lord said. So it's all about endurance, man. Survival of the fittest in Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. All right, this is Isaiah chapter 21, verse 11. It says, the burden of Duma, he calleth to me out of Seir. It says, watchmen, what of the night? Watchmen, what of the night? Now, I brought this out because, one, it talks about a watchman, right? Because that's what we are, the prophets of the Lord. We're watchmen, okay? And what are we watching for? The signs, man. Things to happen that show us that the end is near, and that the Lord is near. You know what I'm saying? So this, the blackouts, that's that's something to look out for and to prepare ourselves for, man. You know, so that we don't be naive and like with our head in the dirt, so to speak, not knowing what the hell's going on. No, this is something that they're planning to do. So get ready this summer. All right. So these are things that are gonna happen, and we gotta be ready for it, man. That's it. Point blank. End of story. So what happens during a blackout? There's no power. There's no electricity, man. All right. If it's nighttime, you have no lights. So what are you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, you gotta just deal with it. You gotta have have a little backup plan, to get you through, right? When there's no nights, no lights. Excuse me. That's why I said, it's nothing wrong. Get yourself a generator. You know, if you have one, good. Have some gallons of gas, handy and ready, and also invest in a solar powered generator. Some solar powered units, recharging stations for your phones and stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that, man. Or just deal with it. So, so yeah, so in when you have no lights, you have to make do, right? So I brought that scripture out because because you'll be mostly affected without having lights in the nighttime, right? Obviously. So that's what we coming to. That's the days that we're approaching, man. And a lot of things happen in the night, man. Crimes, a lot of crime. If there's no lights, no power, man, right? A lot of crime happens at night. People like to break into shit at night. But we are not asleep, right? Let's get. First Thessalonians, the 5th chapter. I begin at the top. It says, this is First Thessalonians 5:1. It says, but of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you, right? We're in the time of evil, right? The time of darkness, man. The time when the children of Satan, they're going to start doing a whole lot of shit to push forth their agenda because they know that they have a little bit of time left, like the scriptures say. It says, for yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. Right. It's coming as a thief in the night, but not to us because we're awake. We're children of the light. And the Most High, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, has enlightened us. So we're not going to get caught like that. But the unbelievers will. See? And all them people that was talking shit and scoffing against the prophets of the Lord, the men of the Lord, man, they're gonna be kicking themselves in the ass, so to speak, man, because we've been prophesying about these things, okay, and warning them, but they did not listen. It says, for when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. And that's talking about when they come in and usher in with come in with these with the thing, right? And the mandating of it, putting them in concentration camps, locking down neighborhoods, turning people's homes into their prison, like they tried to do when they first came out with this C-19999. You know what I'm talking about? So yeah, man. So they have a lot of things planned. They're gonna try to come through with it, and And they will be successful, right, with it at some point with the unbelievers. All right. So, and the Lord's going to be with the believers, man. That's why we just got to maintain, man. Stay focused. Pray. It says, for when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. Right? That 2/3 of our people are not going to escape. But ye, brethren, see, there's a difference. Meaning, ye brethren, meaning the believers, right? But ye brethren are not in darkness, right? We're not in darkness, man. We're not naive or stupid to what's happening, to what Esau's trying to do. You know, like this blackout situation. We know they got that plan, you know, but we're not stupid, man. We're gonna be ready, all right? And that's the purpose of this lesson here, man. You know, brothers and sisters, be ready for these things, you know. But ye brethren are not in darkness, that day should overtake you as a thief. Ye are all children of light. See, we are the children of the light. So we're not going to worry about when the lights are put out, right? In the cities. And the children of the day. We are not of the night, nor of darkness, right? A blackout, what's a blackout? Blackout is darkness. All right? And these people are in gross darkness. That's what it says in Isaiah. In gross darkness to people. So we're not worrying about them. We're worrying about our own. All right? And staying focused to the prophecies of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, knowing that these things are in the great scheme of the Lord's plan anyway. It says, therefore, let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober. Right? So we're watching for these things. We're sober. Right? We're awake. You know? We got the light, right, that the Lord gave us, man. For they that sleep, sleep in the night, and they that be drunken are drunken in the night. But let us who are of the day be sober, meaning those of us that have the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of the Lord, right? The spiritual eye salve of the Lord. But let us who are of the day be sober, putting on the breastplate of faith and love, right? Have faith when these things happen, and love towards one another, right? And for a helmet, the hope of salvation, right? And know that the Lord is going to deliver us from all these things, man. For the Most High have not appointed us to wrath, but to obtain salvation by our Lord Yahweh Shai, right? In other words, the elect are not going to be appointed to the wrath that's coming of the Most High. That's for the wicked. That's for Esau, right? The other nations and 2/3 of our people. Those of us that believe, we're not going to get caught up in that shit. We're going to be delivered, man. So with that, I'm just, that was a quick little lesson. Do what you got to do to, how would you say, to prepare just a little during, these blackouts. All right. And with that, I'm going to say shalom.